What's up, guys? We're back with another live stream, and today we're here with episode 4, man. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy that the Lakers are doing good things, man. Putting a smile on my face. Happy that we got NFL free agency. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I didn't even know that it was yesterday. Now I thought that it was like another week ahead. Uh, I actually found out like Sunday night, maybe like I don't know, an hour. Not an hour. What am I saying? An hour. 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe. But yeah, we're here now. We're going to discuss the important moves that I think are here. We're not going to discuss all of them, but the important moves we will discuss. First off, we got the Seahawks making a fucking deal on day one, man. It is unheard of. It never happens. Never happens. But it has happened today or yesterday. They signed Draymond Jones. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't know who this is. I have just familiarized myself with who this is. He is coming from Denver. He's basically a younger Shelby Harris, is what I'm getting from the research that I did. But he's good at creating pressure, which is something that we desperately need. We were one of the worst defenses at creating pressure. And that's just going to be a plus for us because, I mean, how are you going to be a good defense if you can't even get to the quarterback to let alone sack him, but create pressure? He is injury prone, though. He only played 13 games last year, but was still able to put up career high stats. We do have enough cap space to sell. We still have enough cap space to sign Bobby, because that is what I want out of this offseason. Number one thing, Seahawks got to get Bobby Wagner because, what's his name? Cody Barton got signed to I almost said the Redskins. What is it? Commanders. So we got to fill in the linebackers because Jordan Brooks is out for at least half the year, probably even more. And if we get Bobby Wagner, I know he's declined since his prime, but I mean, just he's a plus. He's better than any option, I would think, at linebacker. So hopefully we can get him back and have a little reunion, because if he comes back, I will be so happy. I will be so stoked because the defense will be looking better. We're probably going to get a defensive player with the 5th overall pick, because with the Colts getting the 1st overall pick and the Texans and who's got the 4th pick? Oh, let's say the Colts got the 4th pick. The Panthers got the 1st pick. And the Cardinals are probably going to take a defensive player because they already got a quarterback. And the 3 teams I just named are going to take quarterbacks, which either leaves Will Anderson or Jalen Carter at number 5, which is always what I wanted in the middle of the season. I didn't think it was going to happen, but holy shit, is it going to happen? I do know that Jalen Carter has some off-field issues, so I don't know how I feel about that. But the Seahawks usually have no problem with taking in players with off-the-field drama. So if I were to bet money, I would bet that Jalen Carter is going to be a Seahawk, which is, if we're talking strictly football, that's great. Because, yeah, I would love him on the team. Next, we got some deals. Jimmy Ward is going to the Texans, which helps the Seahawks. 49ers player is leaving, but he is going to join DeMeco Ryans in Houston. So he's doing his recruiting. I think they got another player or something. I actually do know they got Shaq Mason this morning, so they are making moves, and you love to see it because they are actually trying to be better and not. Well, I shouldn't say try to be better. They're actually trying to create a culture, and you love to see it because before they had absolutely no culture. They had no culture that Deshaun Watson was doing all of that shit in their building, man. All of that ruckus. That was their culture. That was a man. Hey, that's bad. That's bad. But Saints, they got Jameis Winston on a 1 year. What is it? Oh, $4 million deal. My eyes read the $8 million deal, and then I saw the $4 million, and I was like, I don't want to read something wrong. But yeah, he's gonna get a $4 million deal. He can make it up to $8 million, but we know he's gonna be the backup. Derek Carr is the starter. Marcus Davenport did go to the Vikings. I saw that this morning too. So the Saints did get worse on their defensive line, and the Vikings got better. But I'm not a believer in the Vikings this upcoming year. Call me crazy, but I mean just me thinking about this. They released Thielen, so they're minus a receiver. It was already kind of bad with Jefferson and Thielen last year, but now it's just Jefferson and Osborne, and I don't know any fucking receiver on the Vikings else. So I don't know who Kirk's throwing the ball to. I know there's T.J. Hawkinson, who he threw that 3-yard pass to when he needed 8 yards in the playoffs. But, hey, the Broncos get Zach Allen from the Cardinals. So hey, you ask me, that's a W for the Seahawks. The Cardinals get worse. They lose a good player. And only benefits us because we're going to be playing them twice a year. So 2 easy W's for us for the next couple of years, especially this year without Murray playing for most of the year, because I'm assuming we're going to have at least one game versus them when Murray's out. But good pickup for the Broncos. They are making pickups. Yeah, they're making pickups. They're making moves. They're getting better. They're upgrading the roster, which is something you love to see for them. I'm not a Broncos fan at all. I'm a Seahawks fan. I was rooting for their downfall this past season because it obviously greatly benefited the Seahawks. But I'm not going to root for Russell's downfall anymore. It'll be funny to watch. I'm not going to lie. It would be absolutely funny to watch it. I mean, I enjoyed every single bit of his terrible season. Him throwing less touchdowns than bathrooms for most of the year. I loved that. It brought a smile to my face. It was great to watch because not only was it funny for the whole world to watch, but me as a Seahawks fan was actually benefiting from this. I was actually benefiting from how funny and how bad this was for the Broncos. But they're going to have some improvements. They're going to get better. They got a good coach now. Hopefully he can get Russell back to where he was before. They are making moves around the edges, like with Zach Allen. I think they got they either re-signed. Actually, no, I think they re-signed the offensive lineman, and they got another offensive lineman from the 49ers. So, again, they are making moves. Cody Barton, like I said, he went to the Commanders. Commanders-wise, I mean, I guess it's a good pickup. Barton is not that good as a linebacker. He's a great special teams player, but if you try to put him as a linebacker to cover, I mean, we saw it time in and time out this year. It was not it, man, because he just can't keep up. They make a simple cut and he's behind, and that, or he's just his IQ sometimes on the plays not smart. So I don't know. I don't look at it as a loss. Even though we do need linebackers, because Jalen Jordan Brooks is out, and now we don't have Cody Barton. So now Bobby Wagner is somebody we need desperately even more. Excuse me. The 49ers, man, make the deal of the day. They stopped everything. They stopped all the headlines, man. They signed Sam Darnold to a 1-year deal. Why? I don't fucking know. I truly couldn't tell you. I do know that Sam Darnold came into Seattle last year and beat us with that shitty Panthers team, but he didn't do nothing. The run game beat us. Sam Darnold did not beat us. He's not good, but as I'm thinking this right now, if he can play the way that he played, I'm thinking this objectively, unbiasedly, because if I want to be biased, I think Sam Darnold is ass. It don't fucking matter that he went to the 49ers. It doesn't really matter. He's probably not even going to play. Now, let's think objectively and unbiasedly. If he plays the way that he did with the Panthers towards the end of the season, not the last game of the season where he had like one of the worst games in NFL history, but the other games where he was playing in the offense, playing as a game manager, not forcing everything, and just being semi-efficient. He was efficient because he wasn't making the head scratching throws, or he would throw those crazy interceptions. Even though I know that he did kind of tail off towards like the last 2 games, because he also did throw like 3 picks against the Bucs if I remember correctly. But I'm not gonna say huge pickup for the 49ers because it's not. It's a pickup, but I guess this is a huge pickup for them because Javon, he had a great year this past year, but he is 30. They're paying him like $20 million now, so $20 million a year. So I don't know what they are doing because they got to pay Bosa. They're gonna have to pay Lance. If they are going to keep him, they're going to have to pay a quarterback at some point. They can't just keep throwing out rookie scale quarterbacks on their contracts, because that's the only reason why they're able to do this. Jimmy's off the books, so now they're able to bring in more players. It obviously helps them, but yeah, I'm gonna give them a plus signing. Good for them. They took a player away from the Eagles who they're trying to beat and who they lost to in the championship game. So, good for them. Next, the Steelers get Patrick Peterson on a 2-year deal. I think it's a good pickup. Because he is pretty solid. Now, I know he is not as good as he once was, but he is still pretty solid. He can still keep up. He did have some really good games last year. Thinking of that Bills game where he had like 2 picks, and I'm pretty sure he had another pick and another game to seal the game. But yeah, good pickup for the Steelers. The Falcons get Jesse Bates, which is something to look at because I literally am just thinking about this, but they also lost another safety. So that's very oof. Yikes. I would hate to be a Bengals fan. So they lost Jesse Bates, who has been very good for them over the past couple of years, and very good in the playoffs when they've made their runs over the past 2 years. So the Bengals are losing a very good player, and to be honest, I don't know how they're going to fix this safety position because I'm not a Bengals fan, but I'm pretty sure these are their 2 starting safeties, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how you replace losing your 2 starting safeties when you went to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl the prior 2 seasons. I don't know, but the Falcons, Huge pickup for them because their defense has been ass-tastic the past couple of years. So great to see that they're getting players in. The Bucks get a Jamel Dean on a great team-friendly deal. He has been very solid for them, and very good signing for them, especially with all of the cap shit that they got. They're heavily under the cap, and they need all the deals that they can get. I mean, that's why they traded Shaq Mason this morning, because they needed clear cap space. The Bears get Tremont Edmunds. I probably said his last name wrong for no reason, but hey, doesn't matter. He's going to the Bears. He's going to upgrade their defense, which desperately needs help after they traded Robert Quinn and what's his other name? The dude who the Ravens played. The dude who the Ravens paid, but can't even pay Lamar Jackson. I can't think of his name right now, but you know who I'm talking about. Roquan Smith, that's who. But good deal for the Bears because they need the defense. The Bills, though, they're losing a very good player, a very essential player to their defense. Now, they do have other linebackers who can step up in the absence of him. So it's probably not a big deal for them, but it raises my eyebrows a little bit that the Bills are losing some players. Now, if they can hopefully get a player or two in, I don't know, the next week or two that can upgrade their roster around the edges, I think that'd be pretty solid. The fucking Bears. The Browns re-signed Ethan Posick. Now, I was looking at him as a potential option for a center for the Seahawks because we need a center. Period. I don't think we have a center under roster, and got to get one desperately. But he's going back to the Browns. Good for them. Like I said, Von Bell is going to the Panthers. Well, I didn't say that before, but he is leaving the Bengals to go to the Panthers. So I don't know where the Bengals are going to go from here. They're losing really good players at the expense of other teams. Now, the Panthers are getting better. The defense was actually already good last year, and now they're getting more players in. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know who their defensive coordinator is off the top of the head, but isn't he a pretty good defensive coach? I don't know. Somebody fact check that. I'm not sure. But next, the Raiders. The Raiders got porn star Jimmy. The Raiders, I don't know what they're doing. To be honest, bro, I don't know what they're doing. Because, why? Or why? They didn't trade. They waived Derek Carr. And they literally brought in Derek Carr. Like, they literally brought in another Derek Carr. For what reason? And Jimmy can't even throw the ball like Derek can. Like, Derek can throw that ball and hit the ball on the dot sometimes. Jimmy does not do that. He does not do that, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're doing. Because I would have tried to draft a quarterback, trade up or something. I guess, I don't know. This is bad. This is bad because they're trying to win. Like, you're telling me you were trying to win with Derek Carr and it didn't work. So your plan B option was to essentially run it back. But with Jimmy Garoppolo. Huh? I'm itching my head, bro. I lost for words. Lost for words. But Mike White is heading to Miami. He is leaving the rival Jets to go to the Dolphins. Good pickup for the Dolphins because Tua is injury prone, concussion prone as we know it. Sucks to say, but I mean, bro got concussed like I think 3 times in one season. And we're talking about some pretty bad concussions. Some bad concussions where bro was just flopping all over the place because he didn't have control of his body. But yeah, good pickup for him because Mike White is pretty solid. I know that he didn't play good after he injured his ribs, but again, that was after he injured his ribs. I think he'll be good if he needs to step in, and if Tua gets injured, Mike White will be just serviceable. He's better than Teddy Bridgewater or the third string, who I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but yeah. The other move for the Dolphins that we got to talk about is the blockbuster trade that I'm happy about. I'm ecstatic because, hey, Jalen Ramsey's gone. He is out of the division. We don't got to worry about him. He's gone. He's going to the other conference. And the Rams literally got a bag of chips. A bag of chips. You mean to tell me that Jalen Ramsey, who made the Pro Bowl last year, now I'm just giving him semi props. I don't think he's as good as advertised at all. But good pickup for the Dolphins because they need a cornerback alongside why am I drawing a blank on people's names today? Number 25. I think his last name's Howard. Yeah, him. But the Rams literally got a 3rd round pick and some tight end I've literally never heard of before in my life. I don't know what they thought. Fuck them picks is right, man. That is backfiring in front of their face. It is backfiring big time. It's not looking good for them. But enough of NFL free agency. We're going to get into the Lakers' past 2 games. And then, y'all see, we're going to get into the pregame and all of that shit. But the Raptors beat I'm about to say that shit again. The Lakers beat the Raptors 122-112. Should have been 110, but hey, OG got a dunk at the end and it doesn't matter. But the chemistry, man, the team chemistry, you love to fucking see it. It is amazing. It is amazing, putting a smile on my face. I mean, look at Dennis. Look at Austin. Look at D'Lo. Look at Wenyon, and look at AD just surveying that shit, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful. I was sleeping like a baby last night. I was sleeping like a baby after the game. I mean, just great game to watch. Great comeback for the team. This tweet says it perfectly, man. D'Lo's pull-up threes are not just average threes. They are demoralizing and force the opponent to call timeouts. I can't tell you how many times that happened against the Raptors. And it even happened against the Knicks, too. Bro is like that. Bro is him. Bro is fucking him. But good team effort for the Lakers because AD was not playing good. And when I shouldn't say play good. He did play good in this game. The Raptors just schemed to take him out of the game and contain him because he was going on a crazy stretch over the previous 5-6 games before that game. But they did a good job because they were sending a double. They were sending a triple even. And he was making the right play. He was still getting at it on the defensive end with 4 blocks. We made the comeback to push the lead up and make it bigger. And AD wasn't even on the court, which was great to see. That we didn't even need AD and we were able to do this. But AD has to step it up. But we're gonna talk about that later in the next game. But we move up to 33 and 34 in this game, the closest that we have been to 500 since December. From last season, bro. It's been a minute since we've gotten this close, since we've been near. And I mean, I wish they got the job done against the Knicks on Sunday, but they did not. But we're going to talk about that again later. The bench, though, in this game was the reason we won. They got 61 points to the Raptors, 12 points off of the bench. That's insane. I just look at the plus minus on our bench versus their bench. Like, that's crazy. Gary Trent had a 0 for 9 night. Like, it was not good for them. But huge comeback for them. They was down by 15 at one point and was still able to win by 10. Should have been 12, but it's 10. Everything went right for the Raptors to win this game, and yet they still lost. So they got to be kicking themselves. AD didn't play good and he had 8 points. OG couldn't miss a shot. Scotty Barnes had 30 points. So did OG. They had good contributions. And they still lost the game. But D'Lo, he is fucking serious, man. He is serious. What he brings to this team is something that we haven't seen in a while, man. Like, the way he controls the pace, like, he either gets a bucket or gets an assist or passes it off to create a bucket. Like, it's really great to see. I love seeing it. It puts a smile on my face because I was watching Russell Westbrook for like a year and a half, and all I saw was just head scratching plays, and then head scratching play, and it's just glad that it's over and he's on the fucking enemy. I'm glad, but the Lakers had a chance to move up to 500 and they fumbled the bag again. They fumbled on the 1 yard line. Did everything, bro. They cannot get the job done. They always get so close, and they can never do the job. It's weird. It's like they can't do this stuff this year. They can't seem to get over the hump, and I don't understand why. They were the 9th seed after they beat the Raptors. And then after they lost to the Knicks, they fell to the 11th seed. Now, luckily, everything went our way. Well, I don't know everything, but things went our way on Monday night, and we were back in the 9th seed as of right now. Hopefully, we win tonight against the Pelicans to solidify ourselves in the 9th seed, and we can keep moving up. Now, if we won this game, we would have been in the tiebreakers for the 7 through 9 seed, but we are now in the wrong tiebreakers. We're in the below tiebreakers where it's the 9 through 11 seeds that we're tied for, which is just phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. Me personally, I think this loss is on Coach. This loss is on Coach Ham because he keeps subbing out D'Lo and AD, and especially this game, I noticed it a lot. It was bad. That he always subbed them out at the same time, like never staggered them, never left one in at the same or left one in at a time. He always subbed them out at the same time, and every single time that he did that, every single fucking time that he did that, the Knicks went on a run. And I'm just like, how do you not see that? If I'm seeing this shit from my couch, and I'm seeing other people see it on Twitter, how are you not seeing it? And you have the closest seat. The closest seat. It really makes me just... I don't understand because Coach has really cost us a bunch of games this year. Let's call it what it is. He really has, with his inexperience and him being a rookie head coach. But I mean, hey, it's gonna happen. You just gotta go through the trials and tribulations. Austin Reeves should have played more minutes than Malik Beasley. Again, Malik Beasley is not. He's not shooting the ball well. He is going on a cold streak. And before this game, I was like, leave him in the starting lineup because he does pull his defender. He does pull the defense away from him. But he can't make shots. If he can't make shots, he's a liability essentially. He's not really all that on defense. Sometimes he's there on defense, but hey, let me be the first to tell you, man. He was not there defensively against the Knicks. He was getting absolutely torched, absolutely worked by fucking RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett. Are we serious? RJ Barrett. He's getting cooked. Bro was getting cooked. Flamed. He was some filet mignon. Like barbecue chicken type shit. He should not have played 26 minutes. Reeves should have had more minutes than Beasley. He always plays consistent, always plays his role, always makes the right play. And I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know what coach is thinking sometimes, but hey, D'Lo, Vanderbilt, and the bench were the only ones to show up in my personal opinion. AD did not show up whatsoever. There is no reason why he did not show up. I mean, shit. Bro was getting clamped by the backup center, Hartenstein. Let me just say that again. Bro was getting clamped by the backup center. What? Like, come on. The backup center. The backup center. There's one play, bro, where it was like 4 seconds and he got the ball. And I swear to you, it looked like the monsters from Space Jam zapped him from his damn skills. He tried dribbling the ball and he lost it. He spun around and bricked the mid-range fade away. Brick. Don't. Like, Like, bro was making them look good defensively against him. 8 for 18 and 17 points is not cutting it. Not to mention, bro, that he was 0 for 4 or 1 for 4, 1 for 5, something like that. Bro missed multiple free throws, at least 3, and we lost by 3. So, gotta make your free throws, AD. And, yeah, terrible loss, in my opinion, because this was a winnable game for them, and they fumbled the bag. They let it slip, and they let it go. Hopefully, they do not let this one go tonight, and they get the dub, because we desperately need this win tonight, with the hole that we had dug ourselves now. But Lakers versus Pelicans pregame, man. We play them at 8 o'clock tonight in New Orleans. It's an away game. After we've played, I think, like 5 home games, we're going on a little mini road trip to play the Pelicans and the Rockets today and tomorrow. But we're going to talk about the Pelicans today. Brandon Ingram has a sprained ankle, hasn't played the last 2 games, but I'm not going to lie to you, he's probably going to come back this game because every superstar comes back against the Lakers when they come to town. It happens every time. I mean, off the top of the head, Curry, Middleton. There's a lot of other names, but I cannot think of them right now. But hey, Definitely is. Oh, what is it? Tyrese Halliburton. He came back too. But hey, moving on. The Lakers are 3-2 in the last 5, and the Pelicans are 2-3 in the last 5. If we win tonight, we will win the season series 3-1, and we will get the tiebreaker against them, which we got to get for season standings wise, and just to push them down for the pick swap, because we are both 33-35 coming into this game, and we got the tiebreaker as of right now, and we got to keep it like that and push them further down. Again, must-win game tonight. Got to win this game. We cannot shoot ourselves in the foot and go further down the standings and go down to 33-36. Got to be 34-35 to put us at the chance to be 500 after beating the Rockets tomorrow. Because, we all know the Rockets are the Rockets. The Lakers should beat the Rockets. If they lose to the Rockets, I will be flaming them, because that would be embarrassing. We got to be moving up the standings. I'm pretty sure the Mavs play today too, but I'm pretty sure they play the Spurs. So they're probably going to win and go back to 500. But hey, if the Spurs could pull off a W to push the Mavs to 34-36, would love to see that. Because then we could move up to 8 now that I'm thinking about it. But hey, I don't think that's going to happen. But the keys to winning this game are playing good defense and limiting threes, and playing up to the number 1 rated defense that we have since the trade deadline, because this team loves to fire off threes, especially CJ McCollum. Got to contain him, especially with him coming off the screens, loving to shoot that little bank shot that he does. Got to stop that. AD, got to step up, my boy. Got to step up. He has had 2 stinkers the past 2 games, and got to redeem yourself. He does like to play good against the Pelicans, so hopefully that stays up to par. He's got to get back to his old form, because we got to get back to our winning ways. Got to go on another win streak. And yeah, another thing is we got to get the damn boards. We have got to get the damn boards. They cannot get out rebounded. They do this like almost every game. They get out rebounded all the time, and it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch when they get out rebounded and they can't get a rebound to save their lives. But I'm not expecting, but I am expecting D'Lo to have another phenomenal game, controlling the pace, doing everything, and as long as everybody steps up and plays as a team, plays as a whole, plays together like they have been doing the past couple of games, we should win this game and move to 34-35. And I think that's gonna happen. I think that's what we will do. I do think they understand the severity of this game and where we are at in the season, and I do think that they will Next, we got my opinions on every NBA team. I say my opinions because these are my opinions. If you disagree with them, hey, you disagree with them. These are just going to be my free thoughts. I have notes that I write down to get my thoughts off usually, but this, I'm going to just freestyle it, give my thoughts off about all 30 teams off the top of the head. First off, we got the Nuggets. They are a solid team. They got the 3-time MVP, probably. I mean, who else is gonna get the MVP? Jokic got that shit in the bag. Whenever I watch a Nuggets game, Jokic is that motherfucker. Jokic is that dude. He be in his bag. He be scoring. He be dishing. He be passing like behind his head. Like it's crazy. It is crazy to watch. But yeah, I don't think that they're gonna win a championship this year. I think that they still got to do more work for that. I can see them getting to the conference finals, but if I had to make a guess, I'm gonna say they lose in the semis. The Grizzlies, I'm not a believer in them at all. One, I do not like that team at all. Two, Ja has really ruined the chemistry, put a target on their back. I mean, I don't know if y'all have seen, but they have like metal detectors outside the arena that the players have to go in now because of Ja, which is just, if I was a teammate, bro, I would hate him. I would hate him. I would not want to be friends with him. I would not want to talk to him. I'd be like, bro, we got to do this shit differently because of you? Because of yo dumbass? Like, for real. But the Kings, they got probably the coach of the year. They're having a really good year. Definitely going to make the playoffs and end that drought that they got, which, good to see if you're a Kings fan, but I hope the Lakers get matched up with them to beat them in the first round because that's who I'm eyeing. The Suns, I'm not going to lie to you. Call me crazy. I'm not a believer in them at all. They actually just got blown out by the Warriors last night. And when they got KD, I immediately, my initial thought was that they gave up too much. And what I mean by gave up too much is that they don't have depth. They don't have the same depth they do anymore. Like, they don't have that defensive player. They don't have that defensive wing like Mikal Bridges, who's chasing the number one guy who's giving them problems. They don't have that. They have to basically outscore the other team. Plus, all three guys are injury prone. I mean, KD literally got injured in freaking warm-ups. Trying to go for a dunk. So if that's not evidence that they're injury prone, I don't know what is. The Warriors, after having a pretty not so good start to the year as defending champs, they are the 5th seed, but I mean, a couple of losses, they're right back in the 7 to 10 mark. Things are so close in the West that one loss moves you like 2-3 slots sometimes, and a win moves you up 2 or 3 slots. Just that one game pushes you so far up and down. But the Warriors are having a pretty good season nonetheless, with all the turmoil from Draymond punching Poole to start the year, Curry in and out of the lineup. All of that, pretty solid. They're the 5th seed. Not bad if you're a Warriors fan. Not bad to be where you're sitting. The Clippers, I would say they are underperforming. Call me crazy, but I thought this team was supposed to be a championship contender. I thought this team was supposed to be the top 3 seed in the East. I thought this was championship favorite. But no, they are, in fact, a 6th seed, 33 and 36. And they have I don't even know how you say that. They have a 0-point differential. Like, they're even. They're average. They're literally average. They got Russ on the team, who's only going to drag them down. I don't understand. Timberwolves, their season's kind of weird. Because Cat is out. Like, I don't know what has happened to him. I know he's got injured, but I thought he was going to come back this year. But this season is almost done. And he has yet to play again. So I don't know what the update is on his injury. I guess they're doing pretty good with the roster they got now because they don't have D'Lo anymore. We have D'Lo. They got Mike Conley, who's been... I actually don't think he's been playing that good. But they've been winning some games, and they've been losing some games. They've basically just been treading water, which is why they're 35 and 34. Next is the Mavericks. They got Kyrie and Luka. They are probably going to be, if not a first round exit, a second round exit, because in the playoffs, when defense is relied on so much and is so important, they don't have that. I said in one of my previous live streams that they lost the defense that they had with the losing Dorian Finney-Smith, and I was right about that, because they cannot stop anybody to save their life. They cannot stop anybody. They can outscore people, but they cannot stop people to save their life. And when they're not hot, it's a tough night for them, because it's not like they had the same players around them, like the same depth players, if you know what I mean. But the 9th seed Lakers, man, tale of two seasons in my opinion. You got the first team prior to the deadline who was just terrible to watch, and it was just not fun basketball. And this team is fun basketball. Like, it is incredible fun to watch this team play. It's like 2020 basketball all over again, which is great, because it was really painful these past couple of years watching Russell on the team, and the roster construction that was around Russell was just, oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. I didn't even want him on the team, and they brought him. I didn't even want him on the team, and they somehow brought him. But hey, Bucks. Oh wait, I got a few more teams to do. The Pelicans. Hey, I don't know if you guys remember, but they were the 4th seed at one point this year. Not anymore. Zion has got injured, hasn't played in months, and they are below the Lakers, and we got a huge game against them tonight. So, I mean, got to beat them, push them below the play-in. The Thunder, very surprise year for them, because they were supposed to be ass. I thought they were going to be ass-tastic, and I was wrong. Because they are very much in the play-in tournament conversation. They can still make it. And Shea's going off. Shea is balling. Shea's averaging like 30, and he's dropping buckets, and nobody can guard him. Simple as that. I did not see that happening, but it's the reality that we live in. The Jazz, they're going to fall off. Probably even fall to the 13th seed behind the Trailblazers, because they're trying to tank. They're trying to be bad. Yeah, not much else to say about them. The Trailblazers, though, man, they are trying to actually make the playoffs, trying to actually make some noise, and they're the 13th seed. They are the 13th seed, and they're 2 games out of the 10th seed, that's bad. That is bad for them, because do we really think the Trailblazers are going to get into the playoffs? Not the playoffs. Play-in conversation. They got to go on a win streak at some point here. And it is definitely not happened, because they are 3-7 in their last 10. In the most crucial stretch, they are 3-10. So, hey, the Spurs and the Rockets, I'm going to put them together because, hey, they are tanking. They are ass. The Rockets actually did beat the Celtics last night, though. So that was, hey, props to them. Props to them. Celtics, I don't know what you guys are doing. I didn't watch that game at all. I don't know how the Rockets won. I just saw they won by 2. A win is a win, though, especially to the Rockets. Eastern Conference, though, the Bucks, I would say they're probably my favorite to win the championship. When healthy, Giannis is that dude. Giannis is that dude. I'm pretty sure he just dropped 46, if not last night, the last game, pretty recently. But, yeah, they're a really good team top to bottom, and they've been like that the past couple of years. There's no reason they're going to fall off now. The Celtics, they lost to the Rockets. So, I mean, me personally, I don't like the Celtics. Again, I don't think they're going to make the finals. If they do, they're going to choke again. Tatum is not that guy. He is not that guy. Never will be. The 76ers, they got Joel Embiid as the leading scorer in the NBA, and they got James Harden as the leading assister in the NBA. So that's just, I don't know if that's ever happened or when that has happened, but if you're a Sixers fan, you're ecstatic about that. They've won 5 in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10, and they are on a roll. The Cavs, they got squad. They're very interesting because they got Donovan Mitchell, they got Darius Garland, they got some players, they got Mobley, they got Allen. Like they got the team to make a run. The question is, are they gonna make the run? Because there is the argument that they could lose in the first round and lose in the second round. But there is also an argument that they could go to the conference finals, go to the finals. Like, it's not out of the question. I can see it with this roster. The Nets. Oh, my goodness, bro. The Nets. What do I want to say about the Nets? Mikal Bridges, he's really good. He stepped up. What else? At first, I didn't think that they got a good package for KD, but I would say like a day went by, and then I was like, I kind of see it. And then with more games going by, I definitely see it. Like, I see the roster. It's like a whole bunch of role players on one team, which is actually kind of fun to see because you never see that. The Knicks, I don't know what to say about the Knicks, man, because the Lakers just played them the other night, and I did watch them, and I still have nothing to say about them, really, because Randall's having a good year. They're having a cool year, but let's say the season ends the way the standings are. Do we think they're beating the Sixers in the first round? Do we think they're beating the Celtics or the Cavs or the Bucks? Okay, that's probably their first round opponent. And that's not very good for them. The Heat, I don't know, man. The Heat, they're disappointing. They are disappointing because they were the number 1 seed last year, and this year they are the 7th seed. They are the 7th seed, and they are nowhere close to the 4th seed. They don't look anywhere near the team they were last year. So I don't know what to think about them. They're probably gonna lose. Ooh. If we got a Heat Celtics first round series, that would be very interesting. I must say. I do want that. I want to see that. I want to see that rematch. The Hawks, I don't got shit to say about the Hawks. They are inconsistent, the most average team in the league. They just got blown out by like 30 last night by the Timberwolves. And they were at home. I don't understand it. So, yeah, they fired their coach. They got a whole bunch of drama shit in their building. Anyways, Raptors, they are 32-36. They are on a 3-game losing streak. They should probably make the playoffs. I would say, I put money on the Heat. I don't know, man. The Hawks might win the play-in tournament to make the playoffs, but it's the play-in tournament. Who cares? The Bulls, they got Pat Bev. He's making a good improvement on that team. He did get the game winner scored on him against Tyrese, against the Pacers a few days ago. So that was funny to see. He played really good against Tyrese, and he was talking shit. And then I'm pretty sure he heard it, and was getting him back for that. So luckily, it wasn't when he was playing for the Lakers, and when he was for another team, because hey, I would not want to see that if it was my team. The Wizards, like the most middle team in the league, the most in the middle, which is the worst place you want to be. They're not good, they're not bad, they're average, and they can't do nothing about it. I don't know why they brought Beal back. They should have tried to rebuild, restart this whole shit, but nah. The Pacers, I don't know, man. They were going to make the play-in tournament, and then they have been on a slump. And they've been out the tournament now. They just lost to the Pistons last night, so that's not good for them. The Magic, this is not their year. They will be a good team for years to come, but this is not that year. The Hornets, they are ass without LaMelo, and they will be ass without LaMelo. They are tanking for Wembanyama now. Yeah, that's how I said his name. I don't know how to say his name. Wembanyama. I think that's right. Anyways, the Pistons. I'm pretty sure they're the worst team in the league, right? Yeah, they're the worst team in the league. Even though they won last night. But, hey, they're tanking for Wembanyama. Hey, bro, I don't fucking care. Whatever his name is. You know who I'm talking about. They're tanking for him, too. They're trying to get him with the number 1 overall pick. But, yeah. That's it for this live stream, man. Thank you all for coming out and watching it and enjoying it, man. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, man, for more live streams and videos like this, man. And y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and peace.